what I love about Defy, and we say this every time, is that you are not the worst thing you've ever done.
Let's just, for the purposes of sort of thought exercise, let's just assume that everybody in there made a bad decision. And almost everybody in there made a really bad decision at some point in their past, and a decision that they likely really regret. And talking about the idea of fair chances that a lot of people didn't. You grow up in an area where your grandfather was in the gang, your father was in the gang, your mom was in the gang. And so, of course, you're in the gang too, right? And that leads you down this path that is very, very hard to get out of. When we start to put ourselves in those circumstances and we think about the decisions that were made, I think really important for people to understand is that there are a lot of bigger forces in our life. Sure, there are bad decisions made, but there are other forces that have come to bear that took people down those roads to those decisions. We do an exercise called Step to the Line, which I know you know about, but that it's an empathy building exercise. And really the idea is for us to see the commonalities as much as we see differences, and to sort of recognize that as humans, right, our experiences and our zip codes, right, matter a lot in terms of the decisions we ended up making. And so when you start to give people different options, particularly as they get older and have more perspective, you can expect different results from people because people do change. And so many of the folks we work with went into prison when they were under the age of 23 or under the age of 18 even. And now they're 40. And this idea that like we shouldn't be expecting them to have changed over time, particularly for giving them some opportunities to be different, it's ridiculous.